En esta ocasión nos complace anunciar la presentación de James Cook University y nos acompaña su representante, la señorita Samantha Brown, a quien le damos la bienvenida. Good afternoon, Samantha. Welcome to our fair.
Hi there. Thank you so much for the introduction. So I'm just going to start presenting in just one moment.
Yes, please, full screen.
Okay. So welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for our presentation on James Cook University. We really hope that it is going to be the place for you. So let me start by telling you a little bit about James Cook University. But before we do that, we just want to acknowledge the Australian Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the traditional owners of the lands and waters where JCU operates. We pay our respects to the ancestors and elders, past, present, and emerging. And if you do come to any Australian university, you'll find that we always have one of these acknowledgements of countries before any official and important ceremony or presentation. So JCU, James Cook University, where is it? What is it? It is a unique university up in North Queensland in tropical Australia. And you will have some of the most unique experiences here. For example, I'm sure you know this one, the Great Barrier Reef, one of the world's 7 natural wonders. But not only do we have the Great Barrier Reef, we also have one of the world's most oldest natural rainforests. That's our Daintree rainforest here. Of course, you guys have the Amazon rainforest there, so what a cool connection to be able to experience another ancient rainforest in the world. Of course, we also have the iconic Australian Outback. Like you see in the movies, it is real, and you have access to these amazing places when you come to JCU. They're all right on our doorstep. We have these endless open plains, as you can see here. We have this cute little kangaroo, and actual fact, if you come to our Townsville campus, you will see wallabies and kangaroos on campus on a daily basis, which is amazing, very cool. And here in North Queensland, amongst all of those amazing landscapes, you will also find James Cook University. And we like to say, you're not just getting an education, but you are also embarking on an adventure here. So just geographically, when we think about Australia, it's a very large country. James Cook University is located in Queensland, and more specifically in North Queensland. If you can see on the map here, the yellow part is the state of Queensland, and JCU has 2 main campuses. The bigger campus is located in Townsville, and a slightly smaller campus is located in Cairns. As you can see on the map as well, that little shaded yellow part in the water, that's the Great Barrier Reef. That is how close we are to the Great Barrier Reef, and it provides such great opportunities for research and exploring for you too. You can see that we're located in the tropics, so we're between the Tropic of Capricorn and the equator, so we have beautiful tropical weather all year round. Even in our winter, we get just the most beautiful temperatures of about 25 degrees Celsius. And in summer, which it is right now, we can get up to 35, 36 degrees, and it's definitely more humid. We also have very affordable costs of living in both of our campuses at Cairns and Townsville. Just a bit more about Townsville. It's the largest city in Northern Australia and one of the fastest growing regional cities as well. It's a meeting point for many different industries, including mining, agriculture, tourism, and there's a lot of marine biology that goes on here as well. As you can see on this map of Townsville, you can see where James Cook University is, how close it is to the water. We have awesome attractions like Magnetic Island, or as the locals like to call it, Maggie Island. Castle Hill, we just put there because that's the picture you can see at the bottom of your screen. That is a picture taken from the top of Castle Hill, looking out to the water, and what a gorgeous view it is. Townsville not only has those things, but if you are into anything that has to do with the environment or marine biology and science, this is an amazing hub for you to be in. We have key scientific industries in here, for example, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority. We have the Bureau of Meteorology, the Australian Institute of Marine Science, and our big research industry as well, CSIRO. Not only do you have access to these, but in a lot of our postgraduate programs, you can actually do internships at these places as well, which is going to give you the hands-on experience that you want and the networking that you want when you graduate and you actually want to find a job. So this is really key. A huge focus for JCU is employability. Just another fun fact about Townsville, this was only published about 3 weeks ago. We were announced as the world's second most prolific city for research that has to do with the UN Sustainable Development Goal 14, life below water. So second in the world only to Beijing. And for Townsville being, you know, a smaller city, that's pretty big. And even more exciting, of all the research that was put towards that UN SDG 14, 52% of that research came from JCU, from our staff, from our lecturers, from our students. So this is something that you could be a part of. If you are into environmental science and things like that, this is the place for you. Our other campus is in Cairns, and Cairns you might be more aware of than Townsville. It's about 170,000 people. And this is really, a lot of people see it as, you know, the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest, where they kind of meet. It's a clean and green city. And again, lots of tourism and health and agriculture up here as well. And this is taken from our esplanade right on the waterfront. We also have the Northern Beaches up in Cairns, which is a very popular tourist destination for lots of people, including Australians themselves, will come up here. So that was just a little bit about the area. Let's have a chat about James Cook University and what we actually have to offer you as well. As I said before, we are very focused on getting you ready for the workforce. So after you graduate, what can you do with your degree? We actually have been rated 5 stars for our graduate employment. We have a huge number of placements, fieldwork, lab time, internships. Like I said before, it's all about that hands-on learning for us that's going to prepare you for when you graduate. And there's lots of opportunities where you can work as well, earn some money while you're studying. We're ranked in the top 300 schools in the world. I've already talked about our 5 stars for employment. Other than just our campuses, we actually have 26 specialized research centers and institutes all over Australia as well that you can have access to. And we're very well known as being a research university. So we're world-class or better in 38 different areas of research at our uni. If you're into those environmental science areas, like I said before, then this is the place for you. We are ranked as the #1 university in the world for marine and freshwater biology, #2 in the world for biodiversity conservation, and we have tons of hands-on learning where you actually get to be in those unique and iconic places that are located in Australia, like the Reef and the Rainforest and the Outback. We have cattle stations, and I'll tell you a little bit more about some of our favorite ones in just a moment. But first, just a little snapshot of our Townsville campus. We have about 12,500 students there, and about 13% of them are international students. We're not too far from the Townsville City Centre and the beaches as well. And it's in the suburb of Douglas. We also have a JCU building off this campus, and located in the city centre if you do some of your studies there as well. Our Cairns campus, like I said, is smaller. So there's about 4,000 students here, and about 10% of them are international. Our Cairns campus it's located much closer to the beach as well, and it's in the suburb of Smithfield. We're about 15 kilometers north of the city centre, but again, it's still accessible to get there. And in the city, there's also a campus there. So if you come to JCU, it's not just about your education. Obviously, that's a big part of it, but it's also about the student life that you're going to get to experience. Because if you're going to travel overseas, you want to feel like you belong there. So we have tons of clubs and societies, and we always encourage people to try something new, something they've never tried before, because you might find out it's actually a passion. We have lots of course-based clubs, Within the residences, if you're living on campus, there's lots of associations there as well. Tons of sports, arts and culture. If you're into politics and advocacy, there is something for you at JCU. One of our most popular clubs in Townsville is our dive club. You do not actually have to be dive certified to join it, but you can get certified at a more affordable price if you're a part of the dive club as well. And they do day trips, they do liveaboards, which is very cool. Our JCU international team is always running events and making sure that you feel welcome and that you're part of the community. So whether it's sports, whether it's cultural events, whether it's chilling on the beach, we will make sure that we take care of you. And our international support team is here to help you transition as well. So we have airport service, arrival service. We provide an international orientation as well to make sure you know what you need to do. That includes things like setting up your bank account, being aware of Australian wildlife and things like that. We have a mentorship program. And like I said before, we have regular events to keep you engaged and excited while you're here. If you choose to stay on campus, we have lots of different options. In Townsville, there are 4 different places that you can choose to stay on campus. There's also off-campus accommodation, and some people choose to do a homestay. The picture that you see here is actually our brand new on-campus accommodation in Townsville. It's actually only opening up in February. In terms of pricing, if you want to stay on campus, it really depends on the building, and it depends on if you want to have a room with your own bathroom, if you want to be in an apartment style where you have your own bedroom but a shared living area. So prices will vary based on that. But you should know that all rooms on campus, you will have your own bedroom. You will not be sharing a bedroom with anyone else. You might just have a shared common area or bathrooms. The approximate cost per year is going to be somewhere between 10,000 Australian dollars and 14,000 Australian dollars if you are in one of the university-run accommodations in Townsville. If you're in one of the private on-campus accommodations in Townsville, it could be between $10,000 and $20,000. So it really depends, and you'll have to have a play on our accommodation website, which you will be able to find through our JCU website later on. And you can have a play with the availabilities. You can do virtual tours of each of the accommodations as well. And just in Townsville, you can see where the JCU campus is. So that's where our on-campus accommodation is. A lot of students who want to live off campus will choose to live in Riverside Gardens and some other places around there. You can see that it's quite close to different shopping centers, and those are easily accessible by bus. Or if you choose to have a car or find a friend who has a car, that makes it easier too. In Cairns, we have, again, our on-campus living there, and just very close to that as well, we have shopping centers, and you can see how close we are to the beach in Cairns, which a lot of students take advantage of on the weekends or even in the afternoons. And I did forget to mention, sorry, the approximate cost of living on campus in Cairns is about $7,800 to up to $17,800 per year, depending on the type of room that you're choosing. So now on to the actual study options, the parts that you're probably wondering more about. What can I study as a postgraduate student at JCU? Well, we have a ton of different courses and areas that you can study in. And within all of these areas, I won't read them off because they're on the screen there. You can see which ones sort of speak to you. But within these, you can do a master's degree. You can do graduate certificates and diplomas. Of course, we also have within our higher degree by research school, we have our Master of Philosophy, which is a 2-year research degree. And we also have our Doctor of Philosophy or our PhD, and that's a 4-year degree. There's also some named professional doctorates, for example, the Doctor of Education by Research. Now, if you are looking into a PhD or a Master of Philosophy, you will need to apply through our graduate research school. If you are applying for any other master's degree within these areas, then you apply through the international team. So that's the team that I work for. In terms of the cost, I can't give you an exact cost for all of the specific courses you might be interested in because it varies so much, but I can give you a range. So it's likely, if you're going for a 2-year master's program, it's likely going to be in the mid $30,000. If you're looking at a PhD, it could be somewhere between $33,000 and $40,000. And if you're looking at graduate diplomas and certificates, it's somewhere between $16,000 and $32,000. And that does seem like a lot of money, but I will get to our scholarships and things in just a moment. Some application deadlines. If you are thinking of coming to JCU for semester 1, which starts in February next year, and we've just had very exciting news on Monday that borders are opening. So we are accepting our full degree international students in for February next year. Very exciting news. Most of these programs you need to apply by the 17th of February. So it's very strange in Australia. You can apply quite close to when you are beginning. Some of them, if you're looking at Master of Medical Science or Master of Teaching and Learning, you need to apply earlier, but all of those deadlines can be found on our website. If you're thinking about coming next July, so for semester 2, then most of those are due by mid-July as well. And again, some of them will be due earlier. So I did just talk about our course fees and gave you a sort of range of what you could expect. And I'd like to tell you just a bit about scholarships. Obviously, you're here at Pronabec because you are looking for some financial aid. So let me tell you about what JCU can do for you as well. We have our International Excellence Scholarship. This is fully based on grades. You don't even need to apply. When you submit your application, our admissions team will take a look at your grades. And if you meet the requirements, you'll be offered a 25% tuition fee reduction, which is pretty awesome. And that's for the duration of your degree. When you get your acceptance, they will also send through that scholarship offer as well. But these are some extra ones literally hot off the press yesterday. So they're not even on our website, but I put the website there just in case for in the next couple of weeks when the information is updated, that's where you'll find it. We have our warm welcome grants. So for brand new students who are joining us, we are offering a $5,000 relocation grant. And unfortunately, that does exclude PhD students and Master of Philosophy students. But I mean, who doesn't want $5,000 to come to university? That can go towards so many great things. We also have, that second one won't apply to you because you're all going to be new students. These are also brand new scholarships. The details, again, are not yet on the website because it's hot off the press from yesterday, but we have the Vice Chancellor's International Student Scholarships as well. They will be by invitation only. So when you put in your application, our admissions team will be looking for very high grades. And if you are in that top percentage, you'll be invited to apply, and it will require writing essays and things like that, but for a good reason. Up to 100% tuition fee scholarship. And there's also 50% tuition fee scholarships as well, if you're eligible for this. I've already spoken, sorry, about those international scholarships there, but I know lots of you might be interested in engineering. We have an International Master of Engineering Professional Scholarship, which is a 15% tuition fee reduction throughout your whole degree. And we also have research scholarships as well. Those ones you'll be able to find on our website. So please do keep checking back in the next couple of weeks for updates on those amazing opportunities. I know I'm almost out of time here, so I just want to go through quickly. I spoke about how we have tons of research centers all over Australia. These are just a list of some of them where you'll be able to get some hands-on experience and do some of your field work. One in particular that we love to talk about is our Orpheus Island Research Station. It's located in the Great Barrier Reef. in the green zone. People go there for their field work, and we have accommodation for up to 56 people, and you are literally in the reef doing your research. What better way to study your marine biology? And on that note, we also have a brand new Master of Marine Biology program that has just gone live as of 2 weeks ago. This program is going to be starting in July 2022, and it is really focused on preparing you for after you graduate, because it's really focused on what marine sector employers are looking for, and it digs a bit deeper than our other Masters of Science with a major in marine biology do. So that you can find on our website as well to find out more information about the different majors and things you can do even within that one. Our Daintree Rainforest Observatory is another awesome part of our research. It's the only rainforest crane in the whole Southern Hemisphere and one of only 12 in the world. And that allows us to get right up to the top layer of the rainforest to do our research. And we can have up to 40 people staying by that research station too. So JCU clearly has a lot to offer you, and we really hope that you'll consider coming to JCU for your postgraduate degrees. If you want to know more and you want to start your adventure with us, then the first place you should go is jcu.edu.au/international, and you'll be able to find links to all the information that we've been talking about from there. So that's the end of my presentation for you, but I think we have just a little bit of time, not much, but a little bit of time if anyone has questions. So I'll pass that over to you, Lillian.
Sam, gracias. Sam habla español.
De nada.
Sam ha estado en Colombia varios años,
Sí.
por eso es que me atrevo a hablar en español. Nuestra audiencia quiere saber si es posible aplicar a alguna beca directamente de James Cook.
So for the scholarships, to apply
Yes.
directly, is that correct?
Yes, apply directly.
Yeah. So for the excellent scholarship, that, like I said, there's no application for that. And for the other scholarships, all the information is, well, not the new ones, but the other information is on our scholarship website and our fee website. But in terms of those scholarships, again, I believe you will be invited to apply for those. A lot of our scholarships are based on your grades.
Están preguntándonos si pueden tener máster en marketing o en comunicaciones audiovisuales.
So a master's in marketing or
Audiovisual
communications.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me, sorry, I'm just going to get out of my presentation on my other screen.
Okay.
If you go to, let me pull up the website, jcu.edu.au/courses/postgraduate. I'll just share my screen very quickly.
Yeah.
If that's okay. There we go. Okay, so can you see that now? Oh, not yet.
No,
Can you see that now?
Now.
There we go. So
Okay.
on this postgraduate website here, so jcu.edu/au/courses/postgraduate, you can find out all of the different degrees that you can do. So here's all your areas. And if you are looking for, sorry, what were those ones again? You said marketing and communications.
Audiovisual, yes.
Yeah, so that would probably fall somewhere in our business sector. So if you click on
Or
here,
arts.
you can find out, pardon? Yeah, or in the arts, yeah. Sometimes it goes under business. I don't know for certain for that exact degree, but I would highly invite you to come to this website and have a play so you can see the specific degrees that are offered.
Environmental law, they're asking. Do you
Environmental
have any
law?
masters? Yeah.
So within law, we have postgraduate and international applicants. So you can see sort of the process that you'll go through when you're doing a bit more research.
Very friendly
So
website, by the way.
it's very user-friendly. So you should all get on that website.
Yes, sure.
So you can see here, let's see, Masters of Business Administration, conflict management. So it doesn't look like environmental law is there, but we do have other fields that may be of interest to you. For example, if you're looking at like a Master of Global Development and things like that, you would have courses that sort of fit in with that. But if you're looking for a specific law one, it doesn't look like we have something for that. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Una pregunta específica. ¿Pueden aplicar a más de una maestría en simultáneo?
So you want to apply for more than one course? Is that?
Yes.
Yes, you can apply for more than one course. And then if you are offered spaces in both of those courses or all three of those courses, then it's up to you whether you want to accept it or decline it. So you can absolutely apply for more than one and leave your options open.
Okay. I think that's all for now. It looks there are no more questions from the audience. Once again, Sam,
Great.
Thank you so much for your kind participation.
No worries.
We
And
really
I'll just
appreciate you.
No worries.
And
Awesome. I'll just I'll leave you on this website here for our
Please.
international one here. That is not the one I want. Sorry. Let me get rid of that. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to come to this website, take a look yourself, but you also have the opportunity to book in a Zoom call with a member of our team, and we are happy to actually have a face-to-face virtual chat with you and talk you through your options.
Just 2 more questions, please.
Mm-hmm.
Can I apply for pipeline engineering or aerospatial engineering? Do you have those masters? Pipeline meaning?
Yeah, let me take a quick look. We'll go back to our postgraduate. And under engineering, let's see what we have. So within our engineering, we want postgraduate, we want international. So we do not have a specific master's degree for pipeline and things, but we do have our Master of Engineering Professional, which I'm sure probably covers many different parts of engineering. So I would encourage you to go to this website, click on this link, and I'll just give you a quick overview because I know we're over time. When you go to a page like this, when you have our course pages, if you scroll down, it'll give you all your fees and all of the requirements. That's important. But if you click on this handbook, that's a really good part of the website where you'll be able to scroll down, and it actually tells you every single course that you might be in. And you can click on those courses and it will give you more information about the course itself. So you can find out if it's the right degree for you.
Great. One last. Is there any possibility, any chance to work while studying? Work there while studying?
Absolutely. And with your student visa, you have that option to work in the area. Lots of people do. We do say, if you want to be, for example, a bartender or work in a restaurant and things like that, it's very easy to get your service license online and things like that too. So we do have lots of students who are working part-time jobs while they're studying to help fund their way through. Great.
Sam, we really look forward to having you at the next fair next year. Thank you
so Absolutely.
Much. Thank you so much.
Awesome. We hope to see some of you guys here at JCU next year, now that borders are opening again. Yay. And like I said, check out our website and feel free to email us, feel free to book in a Zoom call, and we'd be happy to talk through things with you.